Yes, a heartbreaker.
I like to get up the.
No USAA, no Gronkowski. So here I am, Sean Patrick Green, back once again for the God Chaser Sports Weekly Recap. Now, you missed me last week because I wasn't on here. I actually was pretty busy last week, and so a lot of tests. It's midterm exams at University of Buffalo for a few of my classes. Excuse the glass glare. Excuse my burping. And excuse Gronkowski, even though he's a Buffalo native, he has not been a wonderful example of humanity. Nah, I get that. I take that back. Gronk is cool. He did it. He did well in his career. He did represent Buffalo by doing well outside of the area, but always rivaling our Buffalo Bills. As you could see in the beginning, little heartbreak for us Buffalo Bills fans, aka hashtag Bills Mafia. Tennessee Titans did very well to stop Josh Allen at the goal line at the last minute, and I think it should have been a touchdown, or it should have been a field goal, tie the game, give it another shot. But hey, that's just my opinion. So, anyways, here we are. We're doing a recap. We got a lot of things going on. A lot of things happened this past week, 2 weeks really, but um, we are in the midst of doing a lot of drafting as well as turn the camera down a little bit. There you go. A little bit more relaxing. We were drafting and we finished baseball for the season. We already recapped that 2 weeks ago. So we're whatever platform you're on, go ahead and check that out. Also, you'll see a link right here if you want to join us for a live broadcast that I'm doing right this second, about 2:17 p.m. in Eastern Standard Time, U.S. I know it's kind of a weird time. Most people are working, so 11 o'clock in the West Coast of the U.S. But who knows? Maybe somebody around the world is competing. Uh, you never know. So, anyways, I know it's a weird time. We are going to do a Sunday night broadcast sometime, but we'll get to that later. In the meantime, here we are, week 6 of the NFL and week 1 of the NHL complete. Now, case Tuesdays is the best time because of the football season. This is the best time, but uh, for hockey and basketball, we'll come back after the NFL is over and maybe start doing that on Mondays and get ready for baseball. But in the meantime, here we are recapping all of our teams. So, once again, that heartbreaker last night was not favorable. So, make sure you join or like the Facebook page, GC Sports 2000. Go to GC Sports 2000 on Twitter and follow us. God Chaser Sports, look it up on YouTube. And God Chaser Sports private Facebook group. And again, we recapped not anything Tampa Bay issue, but the football game. So here we go. We're starting week 1 of basketball. I'm not going to get into it too much, but here are the leagues that are official under the DI Media Net 2 sign on. We got the Eastern, Western, Free for All, Gospel of B-Ball, One Accord B-Ball Jam 1 and 2, and we got the Veterans and a new league called the God Chasers Crossover League. So, and I got my rival Alba Turkey, who's going to be in both these 2 leagues that I'll be competing against. So I know you can't see it because I got it too small. So here we go. You don't need my mug for this. Let's get to it. Let's go right to the football recap from last night. Here we go. Once again, 3 out of 8 leagues I win. Seems like a pattern every week. Let's get back to recapping 5 real quick, just for people who are interested. I only won one that last week. Maybe that's why I didn't want to be on this thing. Just too devastated. So all these leagues, I was in bad shape. I mean, this was close. This Buffalo league, but nah, not quite invigorating. So divisional rivals, league rival, I won. This divisional rival, I lost. No, he's not divisional. Not a divisional. Divisional, non-divisional, non-divisional, and just one set of leagues. So call in if you're interested in checking us out. I got the live stream link right there. So if you're interested, check us out. Facebook group, Twitter, and Facebook page. All right, so here we go. Let's go to week 6 recap. Got Chasers Rookie League. And ouch fudge. Okay. No bueno. So the number 1 team remains number 1 at 5-1. Jim's terrific team because of his defeat to me. Michael remains defeated. Berta had a low score, but managed to squeak by on that one. Dakota and Fantasy, that was real close, and they're both low scoring. Lucky for Dakota. RJ stays on top of the division against Matt. Well, Matt's another division. Matt's in my division, which is a good thing. Thanks for beating my divisional rival. Tecmo Bowl loses to Jesus Freaks, who's 3-3 and yet still 11th place. So it's not a good place to be. I'm 0-6, so don't feel bad. Cheerios beating my division rival, which is good. Not in this league. He's not my division rival, but he still stays on top of his division. Broncos beating Aspire, great job, and Disciples beating Old School. Next week, okay, I have a chance to have my first win. So we'll see how that works out. I'm not really good with pregame points. Let's see, game of the week. Let's see if it's close between. I'll say these two. I don't know. These two are kind of close. Let's take both games of the week. I think that'd be all right. This might be a better one because they're both close, even though the leap, they still have to overcome, their Super Broncos division rivals. So, anyways, that's the rookie league. Let's go back. Go to the Veterans League. Here we go. Yay! No Snickers. It's just confetti this time. But thanks for that, love. Fudge, you're heating up. So I'm doing well in this one. 5-1 in my division. Lemke lost this game to Terrible Titans. So Terrible Titans and I are the top teams right now, even though Lemke has the best points. I had a good win on that one. Not home. My points aren't that high though. Bannerman took out FinFan. Bannerman, Ozzy, aka Ozzy. Debo, 750. 75, I mean. All right, so Debo is top of his division still. Gridiron Assassins beat Gridiron Lions, still looking for a win. Still stays on top of the race with 4th place. It's a good job. Nighttime defeating Isaiah, staying in the top 6 ranking. And Terrible Titans once again, Lemke. I'm playing Debo, so that's going to be a good matchup. Game of the week. I already called it. Nighttime Bannerman. That's going to be a good matchup too. See who's going to maintain their options for the playoff spots. Lemke, NC. That's a good matchup too. So this is going to be a good week to see who rises to the top. This is great. So for 2 versus 3, that's a great matchup. Base on our pre-points were pretty even, and we got um, same record. We're both division rivals, and Terrible Titans will be nothing but happy to see either one of us lose. So they'll be happy. So we'll see what happens for that one. Here we go for God Chaser Sports, G God Chasers Football League, and yes, I defeated my former division rival, God Family Packers. A week before that, um, it was Numbers beat God Family and Packers, so he is continuing his decline, and our division remains very competitive still, even though Bannerman is on top. So Bannerman beating Consuming Fire, inactive. Denny Lake beating uh, Scout Regiment, inactive. Wyoming win, maintaining their status as division rival, beating handedly beating with the biggest blowout of the week, beating NC State. Guns N' Roses, Guns N' Rosen, um, should be changing his name because I don't think Rosen had been active for a while. Still defeated Yao, and Numbers defeating Ottawa. So bad luck for GSFL North. Good luck for GSFL East, and a mixed bag between South and West. So this is very interesting league right now. Very interesting. We don't know what's going to happen any given Sunday in every league, but it's always fun to watch my favorite league. Ouch, Fudge again. Offensively challenged. God, Jesus is coming. Defeated me. Inactive team defeated me. That's just not good. I came out strong, and I'm in bad shape. Look at me. I'm bottom of my division and in 11th out of 12th place. Not good. So, fourth loss in a row for me. Third win in a row for Nighttime. And everybody else is just kind of dragging their knuckles, it looks like. Jesus Coming defeated me. Blue and Gold, which is kind of like an inactive team, beat the top dogs. Interesting enough. Seems like Blue and Gold does that a lot. Doesn't do anything all season, but yet whatever team he has drafted is beating other people. So lucky for him. Redeemed for Life beating division rival Amazing Grace, keeping them one step behind their division rival. Let's see. Redeemed for Life, Acts 29. Psalm 23, Ozzy defeats Jesuit, which Jesuit, I haven't seen you in the championship in so long. I'm looking forward to seeing Joe come back for that one. Most Wanted versus Smiley. And Nighttime take out Philippians 4-4 with the biggest points of the week. 117. Pretty good for that division. What's going on next week? Game of the week. I'm going with Philippians 4, scripture versus scripture. All right. We'll rightly divide the word of truth next week. How's that? So, interesting. Both still active teams, both in a running for division championships. So, we'll see how that works out. All right. Christian League 2021. I'm going to try to wrap this up quicker. It's hard, but we're a little behind. Jesus Coming took out me, which I've already just did that one. Let's go back. Sorry. There you go. Christian World League. And division rival, tough break, Fudge. Division rival, Lemke took me out, keeping his run for the championship league, the division championship, steady. Although it's pretty tough with this league. Germano took out his division rival, doing pretty good at 4-2 for the division. Attention for a center of attention is undefeated still, 6-0. Amazing, and I haven't seen him scoring this well in many leagues, but this is his year, seems to be. Congratulations on that. Vince Fan defeated division rival Commitment to Excellence, who seems to be inactive. Debo taking out Jesus Rocks. Salt of the Earth maintains their dominance. Mr. Chalmers with 100 points over Steelers 64. Second place overall. And the Raiders defeating their rivals now in the same division. Sunday Night Lights. Pretty close. That was a close matchup, though. Next week, game of the week. Say, wouldn't be me. Center of attention and Finn's fan. That's a good matchup for the division, but I'd say that's a candidate. How about the Raiders and Lemke? That's going to be a good matchup because that determines divisional status. So that's going to be your game of the week. Raiders versus Lemke. All right. Last but not least, Fudge Bowl. The other two are insignificant for our vlog. So tough break again for me. Water Walking Warrior took me out. Just took me out. Okay. Look back. All right. Not doing too well, man. We got some good managers on this skilled set here. Look at that. Pretty active. I'm 1-3 in my division. I'm 2-4 overall. Not doing too good on this one. So much for me. Look at that. Current projections. 9th place. What was my draft day? 3rd place. So I've already lost 4 versus my 3 assumed predictions. So too much for that one. Water Walking, Yao, good win. Needed that one. Stay in it. Finn's Fan took out division rival. And Joe Fenoy's taken out Third Day, who scored pretty high, with a win over Tide. So next week I go against Yao. So that's going to be a good matchup. We're evenly matched. And I would say Quote versus Water Walker. That's a good divisional game. That's the game of the week. All right. Let's move it on to hockey. We'll just recap it real quickly because it's only week 1. We don't get too excited about week 1. Nevertheless, here's my rankings. I only have 1 first place, and the rest of them are subpar. For this, we're only concerned with the East, the West, International, Christian League, plus the 2 new franchise, God Chasers Jesus Freaks and God Chasers Jesus Freaks 2. Recap week 1. Excuse me, guys. Pucking Disciples. Oh, that's week 2. Here we go. I'm in a good spot right now. All right, so right now, here's your starting the Puckers. Top of their division, 8-1 versus Isaiah, obviously. Bishop Roberts looks like they defeated on thin ice. The Bombers defeated uh, Disciples. Bishop Thin Ice, Ontario beat me. Getzloff beat Cyclones, and Puckers beat Isaiah. All right, so what it looks like so far after Monday night matchup is I'm doing pretty good, at least against my division, former division rival, actually. All right, so we'll see how that works out. Game of the week. Let's pick. Getzloff versus Pucker. That's my game of the week. So far, they're coming up, but we'll see how that works out. All right, go to Chasers Hockey League West, and who's on top? Yes, that would be me. Just want you guys to take a look at me real quick. Yes, number one in one league for week one in hockey. Yes. Excuse me, I keep coughing a lot. That time of the year. So, commanding lead in my division. Lemke and his Sharks are real close, and that's the game of the week. Sharks right now are taking the lead after Monday night, and it's pretty even between most of them. Turkeys are trying to stake their claim. Albert, inactive. Lockport, inactive. Blue line, checkers, inactive. Doesn't mean they're inactive. It just means that they might have drafted well and they're just satisfied with their team. So we'll see how that works out. All right. Christian. Oh, we got an international. We'll go to that one after this. So week one, Bandits beat me. Bread of Life beat on Thin Ice. Predville destroyed the Cutthroats. Claremont beat Lemke. And Nighttime beat Breadman. So here's the standings for week one for God Chasers. Nope, this is Christian League. So, all right. So we do prayer requests too. This is a Christian league. We can do those kind of things here. If you want to talk about Jesus, we can talk about Jesus. Stop talking about division rivals and all this. French Connection, that's just the nickname I changed from Hockey Disciples, I believe. So, not too good first time around. Week one. Week two, my division rival, that's good. But Alberta, division rival, took me out. Blues destroyed Will Bethlehem, who's a franchise, a takeover. Lockport beat Florida. Gilberto J beat on thin ice, and Wonderful Zeal beating Polish Power. So not too active this group. Maybe week one people are just forgetting, not worrying about week one. All right, here it is. The new franchises: God Chasers and Jesus Freaks. Here we are with Seneca Street Psychos is my new name right here. And let's go for that. What happened last week? I won. All right. Division rival week. Guy who wins over Jason, Yao over Rez, Sasha over Bobby, Lockport over Vancouver, Matthew over Leesburg. So there you go. So Leesburg used to be Claremont, so I have a feeling he lives in Central Florida. Yeah. How about that? All right, so looking good and looking good for me for this week. Hopefully I win that matchup and just keep my status up there. Last but not least for this hockey is Solar Bears is my nickname for this one. Lockport defeated me, division rivals. Petrie beaten Kingdom. On Thin Ice beat Bread. Infinite Faith beaten. I don't even know how to pronounce this guy's last name. This hockey player. Yao beat No Gretzky, and then Chicken Nugget beat Chowski. So interesting. Here's the standings, and points wise, it's Infinite Faith, the most points. I mean, that's a lot of points in that one. Okay, going back. Oh, let's do the game of the week for that one. Game of the week will be let's say Lockport versus last name I cannot pronounce. This way we'll see who gets their status. I know this is 2 undefeated, Yao and the Nice, old rivals. Maybe that will be a dual game of the week. All right, going back. Now, basketball drafting, where there is no recap because we just starting. Here we go. Me versus Ozzy. Turkey center. Blah, 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 blah. This is going to be interesting matchup. And somebody didn't draft, so oh well. Oh, this looks pretty fun. Now, let's get to the God Chaser sign on. Okay. Here we go. Go to basketball once again. We'll go in reverse. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, and Jesus Freaks crossover. Those are our leagues. And this is my championship teams here I'm going against. This guy Nathan is in a lot of the leagues. We'll see how he plays. Hopefully he plays clean. Right now my pregame is higher than Bishop Roberts. Let's see who I got. James Harden. All right. Terry Rosier than you. And that looks like that's going to be a pretty good lineup. So I'll look at the leagues for you. And there's no division, so we're all rivals. But there you go. That's the league right there. All right. Alpha. Oop. Bravo. No rivals yet. No divisions. There you go. There's your teams. There's activity. Some are not active. Some could be fake accounts. Sometimes people are doing that. I try to distinguish who's a fake and who's not, and I try to bump out the ones that can't do it. And I created a few teams within these divisions just to make sure that league is full. But I always try to search for teams that don't have you kidding me? This guy. I gotta do this for the week. You know what? I hate these setups here. I hate these setups. I hate these weekly setups. I really do. Not favorable at all. I'm gonna go with what I can do. See, you got to do edit weekly lineup, and I'm just gonna go with projected stats for the week. That doesn't show it for the week, does it? So this guy looks like he's gonna have a better percentage setting, at least for that day. This guy got to pull him out somehow, so I got to drop somebody. It's not easy. Drop somebody. I'll drop This is a tough decision. Who do I drop? If this guy cannot be dropped and he's at 100%, I have to go for a guard, probably, who's less favorable. Not easy. So I got a couple of centers. I have to drop a center, and I don't want to drop him. It's going to be a tough decision here, guys. Drop him, even though he was added more. Let's see. Oh, that messes it up for next week. Okay, well, you just see me live set a team. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work out. So that was Delta. Looks like tough decisions. Tough decisions. All right, Jesus Freak crossover. Sorry if you had to see all that. It was kind of boring. I know. It's only 4 teams. Not too exciting. All right, so let's recap hockey real quick. Week 1, GCSports 2000 hockey. Last week was not favorable, so these are all Alpha, Bravo, Jesus Freaks on Ice. I think these are all mine. Jesus in the Crease, Christian Hockey League, and Iron Shopper's Iron are others. Pagulaville is also a Buffalo fan base type of league. So I'm not going to get into it too much, but here you go. Standings. I'm in the bottom. No points. 5 for Fighting has the most points, and that's who I'm competing against this week, and I'm projected to have higher points. Hopefully that works out just as planned. God Chasers Bravo. Yahweh Wings. Kind of a boring team. Boring league, but yet I'm in top and got the most points. All right. Let's go to the last one that I control here. Awesome God Chasers. Okay, that's my team. Ooh, let's do that. God, I'm glad I caught it. Now let's set it and forget it. See if my projections change for that one. Yes, all right. Even more points. So let's go to that league. Jesus Freaks on Ice. Here we go. All right. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not bad for the first week. Here's the standings. All right, let's go to other people's leagues. Iron Sharpens Iron. It's not ours, but we'll just kind of show you who's in it. 5 for Fighting is in this one as well. And who is on top? 5 for Fighting's right behind me, so they're looking to capitalize on that. It's a good matchup. Very active league, so that's a good thing. Oh, I'll do this real quickly here. Christian Hockey League will start this week. So there is no matchup. But here's the rivals. Rival teams. Okay. That's the rivalry. And there's the matchups. All right. And then somebody else's league again. Jesus in the Crease. And I'm on the bottom. There you go. How you like? Awesome God Chasers. So there you have it. I'm projected to do better this week, hopefully. So, you had to add the week league lineup again type of scenario. I hate these type of leagues, to be honest with you. I really do hate these. All right, so the finale for this week, recapping God Chaser Sports, and just for everybody else, just remember you can always log on right here, StreamYard's platform. Call it with your cell phone. You can use your camera, your cell phone, your computer, laptop, whatever. I want you guys to interact with me. Let's have a conversation about God things. All right? How's that sound? There you go. Get all the division leagues, can interact. I don't want to see his face again. So we can interact on all our platforms. You could just go to GCSports2000.wordpress.com. How come I don't have that on there? Well, I kind of do it with the vlog banner. Scroll down there, the ticker. So join our groups if you want to talk with amongst each other in the groups from different divisions. Tweet together. You can follow our tweets. GC Sports Facebook page. So, but I want you to also really interact with me on this vlog. I want to make this more interesting. I know I'm interesting. I know you guys, nobody's tuning in right now live, but I know it's interesting enough to watch it later, scroll through it later, and get through to your actual leagues that we're connected with. So, all right, God Chaser Sports 2000 leagues. Oh my goodness, look at this. All right, so half and half, not bad. I won half of my 8 leagues. They're all very difficult. So in order, I'm 2-4, 2-4, 4-2, 4-2, 2-4, 1-5, 3-3, 1-5. So we'll recap these leagues now. Let's go to the alpha. All right, here we go. God Chaser Sports. Tough break. I'm getting a lot of those tough breaks. Jessica's groovy team took me out, and I am in 8th place. Thief in the Night. Second highest points for the league. MM. You got Z's and M's. M took out Rising Sun. Apostolic Preacher came back out of his slump, winning 1. So now he's 3-3, 4th place. Pretty good. Pretty good. I had so many things riding on Monday night that it's just incredible. It's crazy. I hate it. I hate waiting till Monday nights for this league, but next week it's Cook It Up. I'm playing against Jessica and Apostolic Preacher. That's the game of the week, I think, because 3rd and 4th place tied for 3-3 records, equally competitive. I'm gonna put that as the game of the week, and it looks pretty nice. Good, evenly matched so far. 1-5 is going to be a good matchup too. It's going to be one to watch. So, but those 3-3s, one of them is going to be victorious, and they're both very competitive. So, good luck on that one. Let's go to God Chaser. Swept Top Mafia, 3rd straight win. Yep, she swept, and so did I because I lost. Yep, doubled my score. So it's terrible. And there's your leaders. Game of the week. Yep. I don't like being on the blowout. The biggest blowout of the week, on the bad end of it. That's not fun. Board Apes. All right. My points, man. My points aren't that good as of late. Got a lot of injuries on my team in the last couple weeks. Rising Sun has high projection for next week, and so does Jesus Juice. So that's going to be interesting to watch their matchups. Charlie, here we go. Yes, I took out Arianators and bumped them down. That's great. That was a pretty close game. Trinity, division rival, continues their success. Daniel rising out of the lion's den, beating the Patriots. Legendary taking out Corey, and Shepard beating Bond. Next week, I play the Shepherds. Look at that, evenly matched. 6 Steel looks like they could take them out, rise up their level. I will. All right. So two more and we're done. Here we go. Yes, Confetti took out Jarvis. Rosemary up to third place. Not too high of points though. So all right. So here we go. That's it. It's the end of it. That's the status. St. Michael's on top. And the power they had the power and the blowout of the week. And that's who I got to play next week. Lucky me. But if I do defeat them, then I rise up to second place, hopefully. See how that works out. Yes. Little by little, coming out of it. Last one. Echo. I get confetti. Thank you. Thank you very much. Taking out Mary's. Not too high score, but that was a good game right here. Joshua versus Winner. Good 20 points behind, but I'm in the blowout of the week on the good side of things. There we go. So there you have it, guys. Got Chaser Sports football recap, GC Sports 2000 sign in, and final game of that week. Next week I play the top dog, so see how that works out. Anywho, this concludes another edition of Got Chaser Sports Weekly. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We'll see you hopefully next Tuesday. All right, and we might do it another day, maybe Monday, just because basketball's starting up, and let's just get the basketball and hockey recapped on Mondays. We got more time. I'll probably do it maybe noonish. We'll see. I'll let you guys know. So enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you for everything.